Hi, my name is Haley Rayville, and this is my co-host Anna Repley. The Grit Untapped Company by the Malone Middle School's 8-2 STEAM team has been working round the clock to conclude their month-long journey in what has become a look into what a real-world job would consist of. This group of students not only have a great deal of enthusiasm and excitement when working in their field of choice, but also have managed to maintain positivity and persevere through whatever task challenged them that day.
Like Haley said, the STEAM team kids have been working extremely hard on this project. We've learned that we need to have patience to get work done. The past few weeks we have shown a great improvement with our grit skills. This project has really made the staff at Malone Middle School realize the importance of having individual included in something that interests them. This project has been an example to the other teachers in the building, and these type of activities are possible and should be done more often in the Malone Central School District.
Now, here is G Squared and Reed reporting on the Research and Development Group.
We're G Squared.
And I'm Reed. And we're reporting out about research and development of maple syrup. New discoveries in maple syrup and nutrients. R&D has discovered that unfiltered sap settles digestion, helps prevent diabetes, and boosts liver function. It can also prevent some cancers.
The research and development has some variables that are undiscovered. Some of the variables are the overall amount of salt, how many candies we are going to make, the weather, how much the public is willing to pay, the profit, and the question of whether we should have filtered or unfiltered syrup.
In current events, the Research and Development Group are in the process of making thank you cards and invitations for our maple syrup fair. There will be a showcase to present our syrup and to sell it to willing customers. Students and parents will have the opportunity to look at our work in a fair-like atmosphere. This will be on Thursday, April 23rd. On Friday, the 24th, the STEAM team gets to enjoy our splendid maple syrup at a pancake breakfast. In past news, Research and Development has found the prices for our maple syrup by averaging the prices around.
Let's take a look on how the data analysis section of the company is doing.
Are here to help us estimate how much sap there is altogether, so we know what price to sell the syrup for Grit Untapped.
The sap trackers have found out that there is 3% or 3 bricks of sugar content in the sap. They do this by using a tool called a hydrometer. It is an instrument for measuring the density of liquids.
To get sap to transform, you need 7 degrees above boiling point of sap. So a boiling point of 210 degrees becomes 217 degrees Fahrenheit. Then it turns into syrup.
We have currently collected 250 gallons of sap, and it has given us 744 ounces of maple syrup.
We have made 68-ounce and 22 12-ounce bottles of maple syrup. Oh, we have some sap tools to show you. This is the skimmer, and it scoops the foam, and it lays on top of the maple syrup and gets the dirt out.
This is the hydrometer cup. You pour the maple syrup in it and measure it with the hydrometer. The amount would be 32 degrees Fahrenheit. One of the Malone Middle School teachers, Mr. Roboto, and his family have generously given us 50 gallons of sap.
Make sure to invite your family and friends to our upcoming event selling Grit Untapped maple syrup and products.
Engineering and accounting has been a big part that has been hidden in the background of the company.
Hello, I'm Jenna Primo.
I'm Haley Fisher.
I'm Callistia, and we are your A&E reporters.
The STEAM team's accounting and engineering division has been working hard for the purpose of Grit Untapped's success whenever possible. As their title suggests, they handle the Grit Untapped funds, along with cost of materials we need.
Lately, they've been working on designs that are going to be used for the purpose of making an efficient but well-built sugar shack. They do a lot of architectural work, such as making models of a sugar shack.
They've also been working on presentation boards, an idea board that has the price, analysis, pictures of what they need, their models and blueprints of the sugar shack. They've created their own blueprints and will make a model off of them.
After everyone is done, the teachers will pick the 5 to be voted on by the STEAM team. Whoever wins will get the sugar shack designed by them in the event of one being built.
The STEAM Team Accounting and Engineering Group is very excited in order to vote on a sugar shack, and even more excited to see if they get the honor of having their design used for the project. Due to time and money restraints, we may not get one this year.
Disappointing, yes, but that means the 7th graders will be able to design their own next year. What is exciting is that the STEAM team is becoming very generation-oriented, with us leaving this business to the 8th graders of next year.
On Thursday, April 23rd, Grit Untapped will be having a presentation and sale. A fair-like event, accounting and engineering will be presenting their models during it, along with their presentation board. During the event, they'll be taking a vote on which model of the Sugar Shack will be built.
The voting process will include a time where students will be given slips of paper to place into the cups that they think are the best. They'll be next to their favorite model. Many students love the hands-on work we got to be a part of, but a select few are prepared to get back to the classroom scene with fresh maple products. We are your AME reporters. Back to you, Anna.
Do you want some hot maple syrup on your freshly made pancakes? Come down to the Malone Middle School to get some homemade Grit Untapped syrup today.
Alright, so what are some obstacles that you've had in your job?
We've done a few projects and we've tested stability of certain things and some of them have failed. So when they fail, I guess that was an obstacle.
Alright, now what's a typical day for you guys in A&E?
Typical day, we go in there and we begin our modeling, which now we're actually done with our modeling. We used to go in and have to get out the models and put them together.
Alright, so what would you want to say to STEAM Team kids next year that want to join A&E?
Well, A&E is really fun. It's got a lot of different things, like sometimes we have to do math and there's arts and crafts sort of feel to it, so.
Alright, and are there any times in this job that something didn't go well for you?
Yeah, like I was talking about earlier, when the projects failed, well, sometimes, you know, it's hard to get back on track once your project fails, so.
Alright, thank you.
This company has done an outstanding job throughout this project, and we have reporters here to give you some more information on what she's been up to.
Hello everyone, we are here to tell you about the CEO of Grit Untapped, Kennedy Hutchins. She was selected by our Malone Middle School teachers who are in charge of this project.
We have been working hard over this last month, and our CEO is here to keep us in line. You may think the CEO only tells us what to do, but she also is like a messenger for us.
She informs all the groups in this company of what is happening in the other departments.
Our CEO doesn't just boss us around, but she also helps us in our groups. She has worked with us many times.
Kennedy is also here to make sure that all students, including her, get the very best experience from this extraordinary project.
She has made the process of creating a company practical for middle school students. Kennedy hopes that this company will continue on for many years so that all students that come through the Malone Middle School will experience this real-world opportunity.
Kennedy Hutchins believes later on in life that the students that have participated in this project will be better qualified for real-world jobs.
Now here, I would like to present a clip of Kennedy Hutchins interacting with the other departments. Thank you for tuning in and watching our segment of the Grit Untapped News.
Today we are here at Media Marketing and watching the CEO work with the students, with Mrs. Ivy, along with them to make candies.
Okay. So we'll do a few minute cover to that, and then I'm going to steal out from you, so you get our next two groups to do.
Here is our CEO, Kennedy Hutchins.
She's working very diligently, helping with the students make their maple candy.
You guys are stalking me. Media has reporters Anna and Ian covering what's new in their department.
Making candies, they are going to start working with Miss Childs and the research development group to show them how making of candies works.
First, Media Marketing had been some visitors coming. There were people that worked in the area of advertising. Mr. Chuck McKee, who worked in advertising for Titus, Dairy Queen, etc. The other two visitors were Mr. Matt Neely and Julie DeRoshi from the radio station. They taught media marketing and what it's like to advertise on the radio. They have also started getting boxes and labels ready for the candies. Media marketing have come a long way since the beginning of their project. They made posters, TV ads, and more. We had to watch Mr. Scott St. Mary and Mrs. Katie St. Mary. They showed us their products and how they made maple candies and their maple popcorn. They gave us some great information on how you can make a maple cream and how to stir the syrup so you can get it to make maple candy. Media marketing is harder than it looks. These kids have been working super hard to get the job done. They made a jingle and commercial. Jacob Hino did a super job making the logo for our company and the candy boxes and the maple syrup bottles.
The boiling crew crew is made up of some pretty tough kids. They've worked overtime and put in a ton of extra hours. We have a group of reporters that would like to share the lowdown on the crew.
Boiler crew is all about tapping, collecting, and boiling to make maple syrup. They tapped 25 trees and altogether 75 taps and bags. The boiling crew is the most important project of this making maple syrup. The crew needs 40 gallons of sap to make 1 gallon of syrup. The evaporator removes water from the sap and to make maple syrup.
On March 23rd, it was the best weather day for the boiling crew. It was 41 degrees Fahrenheit at the beginning of the morning. They started boiling at 7 a.m. and planned to end by 9th period. The weather is an extremely important role in the boiling season. You need to have 30 degrees or below temperature at night, and you also need 36 degrees or higher temperature for the sap to run.
March 21st, first good day for Celsius 13, first March, affected, good hoping, Greece, March, and March, Resort, Institution, Green, Practice, this, Passive, WhatsApp, Good Hash, Trevor, Arf, Receive, Netness, Bars, and 22, Rush, Bars, Recover, Trip.
Morning, Malone Central. Ian Manili here, Grit on Top Newsroom. We're here with the boiling crew.
The weather provides vital improvement in the project. The weather also has to be cold at night and warm in the morning.
We have 2 trees with really good sugar content, which means less sap, more sugar. Total sap collected is 21.25 liters, and now we're ready to start boiling.
I'm Derek Raymond from the news crew also, and I'd like to ask someone questions. How much sap have you guys got from home and all? And do you know how much Cadence got?
Cadence probably brought about 5 gallons of sap. Nick Rabb brought about 2 gallons.
Yeah.
About 1 or 2 gallons. And my trip at camp hasn't ran yet, but we got some sap coming. Pretty good. Cadence.
Good morning, Abby Fish from the newsroom. How does the boiling process work?
So you want the fire to be nice and warm. So you start the fire, and we'll put the sap in here, and it spreads all through these little sections on the thing. And you let it boil.
And keep adding sap.
Yeah, you have to keep adding sap.
So it doesn't burn up the pan.
If it burns up the pan, you have to restart the whole process. You got to make fat again. Yep.
Hi, this is Chandra Hall from the newsroom. Great. What time did you start boiling?
Early this morning.
What time?
Not big.
7:30.
Second period. Yep.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Okay.
8 o'clock.
How long is the production going?
Probably did about 9th period today.
Well, we're almost ready to draw off
It
today.
depends on how much sap we have. We had 12 gallons today, so it's only going to take us a few hours and a few periods.
Okay, thank you.
Today the engineers and boiling crew are out in brush and viewing our sugar house. Currently the dimensions for our sugar house is 16 by by 20 by 8.
Hi, I'm Grace. After boiling, we plan on making candies in 8-ounce bottles of maple syrup. Should be sappy.
Tree jokes are okay, I guess.
On Twitter at @GUntapped.
And Facebook at Grit Untapped.
Check out the Boiling Crew's how-to series for making maple syrup.
Thank you for tuning in to Grit Untapped News. Keep it sappy!